Come join us.
Yeah.
Everybody's welcome. We love to have you.
I still feel it's very important for us to be out here in solidarity and supporting those in the union, support those who want to be in the union, just all artists of all different types, like all different backgrounds, because we're all fighting for the same thing here, for a better future for us, for financial stability, for our livelihoods, and to further our careers.
Also, don't be afraid to come alone or with friends, union or non-union friends, and non-actor friends who want to support the industry. That you can come anytime, really.
Having the solidarity in decades, because we, are fighting for our rights.
Okay, we are walking to the SAG picket lines, day one of the strike. I'm gonna try and record some content because honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never done this before. Today I'm just gonna kind of sit back and learn. It's like 2 hours left in today's strike time. So I'm headed to Paramount, parked on the street. It's about 90 degrees outside. It's hot as fuck. So we'll see how this goes. I can already hear the horns and the cars and music and people cheering. So fucking excited, and I'm gonna go talk to some people, get you guys some information. Hopefully you guys can come out and join me one of these days. Let's go. Hi, Anastasia.
Hi.
So what is your job on this line?
Okay, so I am the strike captain right now, so it's mostly safety and making sure people are safe and that everything's running smoothly. Different people have different jobs. Here I'm doing this. At Amazon I was checking people in, so it kind of depends where we're needed.
Awesome. What have you learned so far from being out on the lines? Any tips or advice for people who are nervous about coming out?
Yeah, everyone's super friendly and there's a lot of dogs, which is incredible. Wear your sunscreen, drink water, don't dress too warm. It's very hot, so stay safe, be healthy.
Yeah, and if people want to come out but they're nervous about carrying water all day or using the bathroom, how long they're supposed to be here?
Yeah. Okay, so we recommend a couple hour shifts, so it's 9 to 11:30ish or to 2:30. On Fridays we'll be done earlier, which will be done earlier today. But the rest of the week we'll usually go to around 2:30. If you're nervous about water, we have water. Yay. And we have snacks and bathrooms. We have specific places where we're allowed to send people, and every studio has people who know where to go, so just find a strike captain.
That's happening a lot.
Yeah, find a strike captain and they can tell you where to go.
Amazing, amazing. What would you say to our actors who might not be union yet?
Come join us.
Yeah.
Everybody's welcome. We love to have you. Thanks for your support.
Yeah. Thanks, Anastasia. Thanks for your volunteering.
Of course.
We appreciate you.
Yay.
Yay.
Hi, my name is Paul Zechariah.
Paul, you are a writer, so you've been on strike much longer than the actors.
Yeah.
How has it been out on the picket lines?
Even though I am pre-WGA, I'm not officially in the union yet.
Yeah.
I still feel it's very important for us to be out here in solidarity and supporting those in the union, support those who want to be in the union, just all artists of all different types, all different backgrounds, because we're all fighting for the same thing here, for a better future for us, for financial stability, for our livelihoods, and to further our careers.
Yeah.
And when I come out here, I've been feeling pretty good about the fact that we're all fighting for something really important and really meaningful.
Absolutely. What advice would you give to someone who's nervous to come out, who doesn't know what to expect on the picket lines, who may not know where to go or what they do?
I would say, if you want to come out to a picket line you haven't been yet, I would say look online at the WGA site or the SAG site and see where you can go, what times you can go. And what's nice about, especially with WGA, what they've been doing these last 2 months is that they've been doing these themed pickets, these special pickets for certain writers who might be all into the same thing. So if you're into horror, there's a horror writers picket. If you are a writer of color, you might go to one. If you're also a person of color who likes to write, you might go to the African American writers or Asian writers. And I've been going to Middle Eastern writers pickets to meet up with fellow Middle Eastern writers. I would also say go with a friend if you feel like maybe you're too nervous and you're not sure. But also going on the picket lines is also a great way to break the ice. If you're on the picket line by yourself, is comment on somebody's sign. If you find it funny, if you find it interesting, it's a great way to break the ice. Because some of these signs, people have either written them or they haven't. They've just picked them up from the pile at the beginning of each day. But sometimes it'll be like, oh, I didn't write it, but it's like, it's still a good way to like talk about it. You might find it funny.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you said you're a pre-member, so you're joining even though you're not necessarily a member yet. That's amazing.
Yeah. I'm pre-WGA means like I want to join, and I'm aiming to join. So that's what it is essentially.
Amazing, awesome. Any tips for anybody coming out? It's hot. It's the middle of summer.
Bring water, drink a lot of water, bring a backpack, and I would say personally, get like some ice packs, put them in a plastic bag, throw a couple water bottles in there so they can stay cold and cool. Hydrate, also sunscreen. Bring a lot of sunscreen. And bring friends too.
Yes, thank you so much, Paul. I appreciate it.
Welcome.
Ladies, will you both introduce yourselves, please?
Yes, sure. Hi, I'm Iris Liu, SAG member and strike captain here at Paramount.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Fernanda. I'm a SAG member, but leaving the captain duties to her.
Yes, ladies, as today is the first day of the SAG strike, people are a little bit nervous to come join the line, trying to get some actors to come join up. What would you tell actors who are like, I don't know if I can come out there, I don't have a lot of time, or I'm nervous, or anything like that?
I feel like you can stop by even for just a little, short time. That's what I'm doing today. I'm planning on having fuller days later, but today I just needed to stop by and give support and say we're here.
So it's super simple. If you want to show up and support our union, there's very well marked tents. Just come, sign in, and we'll give you instructions when you get here. They're all very simple. Just walk the line. We have jobs for everybody. There for SAG members. There's jobs that are more sedentary. If you want to just pop in a podcast and sit for 2 hours and watch a neutral gate, or if you want to walk at choir gates, there's 7 gates here at Paramount, and we need people at all of them. So if the main gate intimidates you because it's so busy, there are so many other gates that are a lot quieter, smaller loops. You can actually engage and talk with folks on the line. Or if you love the energy in the middle, you just show up at the main gate, and we love that energy as well. You don't need to know anything to show up and support. We are all, us in the orange vest are all here learning alongside with you and giving you the best advice we can in our fight for a fair contract. You don't have to come all day. Come for an hour, come for 30 minutes, come drop off some water for your fellow picketers, and we would love to have you. Numbers are so important in these first few weeks and beyond. I didn't know anything a few months ago, and as a SAG member, I was joining the WGA picket line about once a week. You don't need to come every day. People are going to get tired, so if you can just come once a week for an hour, that's going to make a huge difference to make sure that we have a presence every single day at every single studio, at every single gate, to show them that we will not take a bad contract.
Yes.
Also, don't be afraid to come alone or with friends, union or non-union friends, and non-actor friends who want to support the industry. That you can come anytime, really.
Yeah. How do you know what gates to go to?
Sure. When you sign in, you will have a lot coordinator or a strike captain like me directing traffic in the way that we need it at the time being. So oftentimes the main gate will have plenty of people. We have the main gate, we have Bronson, we have Windsor. Right now we are standing in front of, is this the Gower Gate?
This is Gower, yes.
Okay, we're standing in front of the Gower Gate, which is a lot less traffic than the main gate. You can see people are here quietly making conversation, walking the line. There's shade at the Gower Gate. And then over on the other side of the studio, we have Lemon Grove. We have a neutral gate. And a neutral gate, we don't need to get into that now, but that's not where we picket. That's where third parties can go through. But we need neutral gate observers there. They don't hold signs. That's why you have to put your sign down. We are not allowed to picket a neutral gate. But what we can do is observe the neutral gate in case there are folks that should be using the reserved gates. There are people who are working for these studios that we are striking against are using that gate. We can turn it into what's called a tainted gate, which means we can then picket at it. So that's a job for a sedentary podcast listener. And then we have one more gate, the Van Ness gate on that side as well. 7 gates, and this is just at Paramount. We have hundreds of gates to cover.
And if you're wondering which site to go to, just go to either the SAG-AFTRA strike site or their Instagram account, because it will have all the locations and all the sites that we're striking at every day.
How do we find the tent?
Oh, okay. So as of today at Paramount, the tent for SAG-AFTRA is right across the street of the main gate on Windsor. So it's a black tent. You can't miss it in front of a parking lot TBD if that's where it will stay, but for all up-to-date information on the SAG-AFTRA strike, go to sagaftrastrike.org. There will be the picket locations, there will be any announcements, there will be safety FAQs. If you're worried about what to bring, etc., all of that info will be there.
The tents are black with the big SAG-AFTRA logo on it.
Can't miss it.
Yeah, you can't miss it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like what?
And you might even get like boba tea delivered if you're lucky.
Yes, that's right.
Thank you ladies so much.
Yeah.
So what is your name?
Yeah, my name is Doug Locke.
Doug. And Doug, are you an actor?
I am an actor.
Yes. And you said you've been out on the picket lines previously with the writers.
Yes, I have two sisters who are writers, another sister who's an actor and a writer. And for me, ever since this round of negotiation came up, I think that we've seen the erosion of our rights over the last decade. And so even just sort of experiencing the hardships that have come with trying to make a living, with reduced rates, with reduced residuals and all of that, when the writer's strike kicked off, even if I didn't have sisters who were writers, I want to be a part of it. But then particularly because of that, because I've been able to have conversations with them at length about what it's meaning for them practically. And I thought it was beautiful because for the first time we're having this solidarity, in decades. Because in past, what I've heard, my sisters have been doing this for decades now, and so they have seen that, normally it's like each guild negotiates their contract before there to be such beautiful unrest because we, are fighting for our rights at the same time. And I know the DGA have reached a conclusion, and kudos to them, but to have the WGA and SAG together, I think is going to create some real meaningful change. Because I think that in the past, I feel like by the time the first two have gone through, actors, we can be so conditioned to accept the crumbs and just so happy to have the job that it has hurt our bargaining power. And I feel like there's a real strength with the two of us together.
I fucking agree, man. What advice do you have for actors who are like a little nervous to come on the lines, or like especially if they're not union yet?
I would say definitely, please do not be nervous to come down there. Honestly, the energy is so beautiful. It's so supportive. Every time I've come out, I've had the most amazing conversations with people. I feel like also at least for me, it's helped me not feel so isolated. It's helped me also combat any anxiety that's come up in this uncertain time. I think the other thing that I've coupled this with is I had a quiet morning before, a little meditation. Yesterday I did some yoga, so I really think it's also important to advocate for self-care during this time because, it's fear can creep up on us, but we've got to manage that. And I think that in many ways, seeing that there's so many other people who feel the same way you do, who also have things going on, I think just makes you not feel so alone. So I honestly would encourage people to come out, and I think that strength in numbers.
Yeah. Is there any, besides having a quiet morning, anything people should do to come join? Because it's intimidating, right? Like, where do I put my car? What if I'm alone?
Yes.
What do I do?
So a few things. I have the most experience at the Paramount lot, which is where we are now. I found that the parking is quite accessible here, which has been helpful. Step one, you want to find your SAG or WGA check-in tent.
Yes.
You can sign in there, you can get signs, so you don't have to bring your own signs. You can get signs and return them there. You can hydrate. Another tip I would give, pre-hydrate.
It's a hot girl summer.
It's hot girl summer. Coconut water. It's isotonic, so you're not going to have to pee as much. But no, I would say that honestly, come on, people are friendly. People are friendly. You never know who you might meet, and you might make a new friend. So I would say, honestly, I can't encourage you enough to just try it out once for yourself.
Yeah. Is there an amount of time that people should be planning on coming? If they're like, I have an hour today, I can come walk the line.
Sure, honestly. Anything you have to give, I think, is beautiful. So yeah, some days are gonna look different, but that hour is another hour of support, so please. And there are different hours, I think, Monday through Thursday versus Friday, so just be aware of that. And then take into account, like, what your needs are. So maybe you're not a morning person, so you can be that later shift, or maybe you're a morning person, so then you can get on with other tasks you have to do. Honestly, we just love to have you any way we can.
Okay, just got back from the strike. Feeling sweaty. A little gnarly. Feeling like ridiculously inspired. I was able to run into 2 or 3 old friends, meet a bunch of people who knew One Broke Actress. I saw a couple celebrities. Ayo. But honestly, it was just really easy. I walked the equivalent of 3 miles in a circle, held a sign, had a lot of people cheer for us. I got the sign there, I put it back there. That was it. It was really fucking simple. They had snacks, they had water. It was so well organized and so well put together, and I actually don't even feel exhausted. It's essentially 2 hours of my day. It'll take me like a half an hour to go where I'm going now, and it took me like half an hour to get here. Really easy, you guys. I highly recommend, if you're an actor near a picket line, to just go join one. Go walk it for like 30 minutes. See what it feels like. Like, I feel so good that I contributed today, and all I did was go for a walk. That's it. All I did was walk, and I feel extremely motivated to get back out there. So, like I said, SAG-AFTRA is where you can get all the information. No matter if you're a member or anything like that, you can get all the information of where the picketing is, where you can park, all of that good stuff, where there's bathrooms, and they have it so well organized. It's a well-oiled machine. We were fucking ready for this. So I'm so inspired. I'm so proud to be in this union. I will get back out on those lines ASAP. If you guys want to join me, I'm going to be on the Paramount lines at least once a week, and I'll try to post it on my Instagram story when I'm going to go. So I'll be there. Can't wait to meet you guys. Come say hi.